Yeah, I don't know really what to ask you. It's just I heard you've been involved a bit with Mintify. Mintify is really, really interesting. So for anyone that doesn't know, basically it's an NFT analysis platform. It gives you the analytics and things of different projects. It also has some great whitelisting features, shows you which free mints are coming up, so on and so forth. So yeah, it's just really interesting. Do you want to tell us a bit about Mintify and kind of where you see its future? So how involved are you with Mintify?
So, look, first of all, probably my team is way more involved on a day-to-day basis with
Yeah,
Mintify than I am. So, the intricacies of the product itself, I probably shouldn't go into
yeah,
um, because they know better. But in saying that, we are the marketing agency, so we are working with the crew to kind of drive the project. To someone like myself, and I would still say I'm a little bit of a noob in the Web3 space.
mm.
Although we're kind of there and I'm working on it on a daily basis, it's I've got so much more to learn. My team, weapons. So shout out to Cleves and Della, who kind of live and breathe the space, and there's a few of the other crew. I'd say what I loved about Mintify, first of all, from a kind of a business perspective, is the founding team, and I think we kind of talked about it,
yeah,
TSG, when we talked about investment strategy and things like
Yeah.
that. Love the founding team. Love the problem that they're solving, and that's kind of a big tick for me always. It's like this space is so hard to navigate. There's just so much noise, and what the platform's done is it's kind of simplified um, the space, but it's also driven by data versus driven by kind of all the noise and the shilling and all of that stuff that goes in the space. Like, data never lies, right? And then I guess the other thing that I loved about the project, the UX and the UI, when I look at design, it's simple, it's easy to use,
mm.
Yeah.
it makes sense. And it's still at this stage right now, it's an alpha tool, right? So you still need to have some competence to be able to understand and use that tool. But the exciting thing for me is the roadmap. So it's what's coming with Mintify, and how Evan, the founder, and that team are hell bent on kind of supporting the space. So what are we doing for Mintify? We've only recently come on as a marketing agency. We really believe in the product. We're doing a pretty big Web3 push. So kind of all the stuff we normally do. So community, spaces, influencer, all of that. But the most exciting part is, it's a subscription service. So we get to use all of the tricks and all kind of the tools that we've got in our arsenal in Web2 space, to drive this. And I think the more people we can get into Web3, and then also safely get into Web3, and then give them a tool that allows them to understand the space, the better it is for all of us. So
I think yeah, just bouncing off what you said, it's really interesting because there are a lot of tools like this out there, but Mintify does this thing where it doesn't just do one thing great. It does a lot of different things, and
yeah,
it takes things this next step further. And there are lots of examples for this. One particular one I'll say is it's got all the analytics. You can see all the NFTs, blah, 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 blah. But now they've added in this feature, and it just went live today for everyone. I haven't actually used it yet, as full disclosure. But they've got this thing called a super node. And what it is they've built this custom RPC for those that aren't too aware with Web3. Basically, it's kind of like the pointer that you connect to the blockchain with, I think. So they've got this custom RPC thing set up, and you can connect to that. And now what you do is every transaction you do is it's in its own block. It's like everyone's flying economy or business class and you're on a private jet. You get to sit in your own seat, you get to book your flight when you want, so on and so forth. So they've built this own thing just for the Mintify holders, and it allows them to just have a better time, better transaction speeds, and all the rest of it. I don't know the full details, but from what I've heard, it seems pretty powerful. So they're not just doing this surface level stuff. They're doing the surface level stuff, then they're going deeper. And I've even submitted like a handful of tickets myself for things I want them to add to their platform, and they're already working on them now. They're a fantastic team. One of the best teams I've seen. Honestly, I wouldn't be saying this lightly, but I would put them on the same level as the ILLUVIUM team. Obviously, I have a special place in my heart for ILLUVIUM. Yep. Obviously, I have a special place in my heart for ILLUVIUM, but this team, I haven't. The first time I saw something like this was the ILLUVIUM team, so it has impressed me. That could obviously change over time, but so far, yeah, I think they're pretty interesting.
Thank you guys for watching. The full episode of Augment is sponsored by ILLUVIUM, and you can find the link down below in the description. And if you want to watch more of these clips, you can check it out right over here.